Because we didn't even, do you even get high anymore, dog?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you gotta get some like really strong shit though, huh?
Right. That's why if I do that,
yeah.
I tell them.
The tolerance, I'm sure, like you're like Willie Nelson, though.
You got your own rollers yet? You know how like Wiz Khalifa and Snoop, they got somebody rolling blunts.
No, some phony ass people made us screw up. It didn't ever take off.
Yeah, Black Tiger.
Please.
Black Tiger.
That's the name of it.
You remember the story?
Just gonna name it Black Tiger. That's a good
Black
name.
Tiger.
I like that one. I like that
what
name.
you smoke? I got the Black Tiger.
Black Tiger is like, oh shit.
Well, what's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas, and today we have my boy again. We love having him on here, Tiger Smalls. He's like, why'd you bring me for? Talk shit to me? No, I love this motherfucker.
I thought, yeah.
And Maggie Duarte on my left. Fuck, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're talking about strains right now.
And now I was just laughing because he was like, man, you bring back because we got a bunch of picks wrong. Huh?
No, that happens. If we were fucking geniuses, we'd be making money, dog.
Yeah, that's true, man.
That's just our opinion.
Honestly, there was one that I think nobody saw coming, so to be fair.
Which one was that one?
No, Ryan against Rolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's maybe one or two people who believe
What do you think? Rolly just feels a lot better at 147 or Ryan didn't show up?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I really feel the main problem was that Ryan wasn't Ryan, or maybe that's the new Ryan. I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell.
Agree.
You know, you never know really what's going on with these new fighters, or he's.
You think that's a new fighter thing? Like back then, it's like what was different? The people just nobody had to be like, well, I wonder which version of him is going to show up this time. I think that's more common now.
I feel like, and I'll let him answer right now, but I feel like back then we didn't have access to fighters so much, like to see their life story and see what they were going through and see what they were dealing with. Like, I remember I would just sit like a little kid wanting to see an interview of Leonard, of just to see him not fight, just to hear him talk.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what they look like when they talk normally.
Right.
And we didn't get that back then.
And now there's too much access.
Too much of it.
Yeah, I think
we know that fool's divorced or not. Fucking, we know the baby's mama's names. We know everything, dog.
Social media,
yeah.
and they have to have this certain image, and I think they're more concerned about that than
image. Yeah, I think you make a great point. You make a great point, and I think that's a good segue. There's what's that kid's name, man? Abel. I fuck up his last name.
The TLC?
Yeah, TCL.
TCL. There's a fight league, TCL. You heard about it?
No.
Team Combat League, for real?
These fighters are making money, but it's like they only fight one round. You haven't heard of it?
No.
When you go on somebody's box rec, some of them have TCL on there.
Mm-hmm.
TCL.
Yeah.
And
one round?
One round. They
5
fight.
minutes?
3-minute round, and then they fight again in the evening if they win, and they fight another three rounds. And
it's teams.
Teams. They make a team. There's like, I don't know how many teams there is.
I know there's Vegas, LA. I don't know.
East Coast teams and all that shit. But
how do you get involved?
Did you have them? We have a girl on there, Brenda. They called Kyle to be on it, and who else?
Daniel.
Well, that's what I was going to elaborate on right now. So there's a kid named Abel Mendoza. He's 43-0 as a pro.
42, 43, something.
So
like that.
I just checked him up. He's 43.
43. Yeah.
So he has been calling out all the big names. He called Lamont, Gervonta. He has all his fights basically in Colombia and Mexico, but very few here. But he's 43-0 on paper. He went on the TCL league to fight. There's a kid named Daniel Morales, who you know from San Diego. Daniel Morales has 8 pro fights. Daniel Morales dropped this fool last fight. And I'll put the video off so you guys can see it. Who does it hurt more? The guy that's 43-0 on paper? Or I'm asking you for your experience because you know how to, you've been in those situations when you fought. Or the guy who's 8-0 dropping the 43-0 guy. Because in my opinion, a 43-0 guy has the rounds. So when you have one round to fight, it changes everything. I remember watching you spar when we were younger. And I would watch you just slowly get better and better every round. You study these guys. You start watching. You just don't go out there and fight,
Exactly.
So the 43-0 guy got dropped by Daniel Morales. And then a week before that, he got dropped by a kid named James Earl that was here in San Diego for a while. And it's hurting him because now, if they would have fought 10 rounds, maybe he could beat both those guys. But they only had 1 round to give it all they got.
So he just got dropped. He didn't get.
He lost they say it doesn't go on your box rec, but box recs puts it on there as a separate entity, so you still have a loss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But how did he get dropped? When he got dropped, was he hurt?
Oh, he was hurt.
Yeah.
With Daniel, he was hurt. He got up dazed and confused.
So what I'm trying to say is,
then no, he wouldn't have won a 10-round fight. He probably would have got.
Well,
stopped.
it changes the whole fight. Don't you think when you have just 1 round to fight,
for sure,
your whole skill goes out the window, like your experience, everything you have goes out the window because you can't set up traps. You have 1 round. I remember watching you set up things, man, and then that was the thing. That was beautiful.
You're right.
Like you probably fall into something you normally wouldn't, right?
Yeah, because I'm like trying to think, right? And I'm thinking like, well, I would just go out there and just use my jab, but you only got a fucking round. Like, so you know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. You got to fight.
What do you think about that? Honestly, I think in a sense it's like a good and a bad thing, right? This whole TCL thing is good in the sense that you're staying sharp. And
I'm gonna show Tiger real quick.
Yeah.
They all landed cleanly. Well, it's a 10-point lead for Phoenix at the moment, but Morales flooring Mendoza with a huge knockdown.
That's 1 round. That's a 43-0 guy getting dropped by a guy 8-0
in the first round,
and there's only 1 round. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely to the disadvantage to the guy 43-0.
Yeah,
for sure.
You can't set up any traps.
For sure.
And it's TCL. Did I say it right? Mm-hmm. Started this league for the fighters that are not busy enough, and they pay well. But it doesn't. They say it doesn't hurt you because it doesn't go on your box rec. But like I said, if you go on the box rec, there's another window right there.
Right.
When you click on it, it goes to TCL and it shows you.
Like amateur and pro, like how they have the amateur and the pro. Yeah.
Would you let your fighters do it?
If they weren't making money and they needed to stay busy, yeah. Like I was gonna let one guy in, but not if they have 40 fights. Fuck no. I mean, don't make no sense. I'd rather sit him on the sideline, let nobody see what his weaknesses are, and if he's gonna get paid, let him get paid some fucking 6 figures. You know.
I personally think a great amateur will beat a great pro in 3 rounds.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if you are 8-0, fighting a guy 43-0, you have the advantage in the first round because you're probably a 4-round, 6-round fighter. So you can pick up the pace a little bit quicker than a guy that's well seasoned. So yeah, I wouldn't want my guys to fight in that.
Tiger, you remember sparring somebody when you were in the peak of your pro? And that they didn't belong in the ring with you, and they had like a moment with you. Do you remember shit like that? Like somebody that shouldn't have hit you, they hit you.
Yeah, of course.
And just like that's what I felt like that dude felt like. You know, like
damn.
Of course, 100%.
What the fuck? I remember sparring a guy one time, Maggie.
Yeah.
He had no reason to be in the ring, and they told me to carry him. And that motherfucker hit me with the body shot, dog. I wanted to fall, dog. I was like, son of a bitch. But I was a good poker player. I didn't show it, but I was ready to drop, dog. Like, and I had sparred way better guys than that fool, but they kind of lured me into it. Like, hey, he's easy. Just work with him. I don't tell my guys that at all, dog, when they go in with somebody easy. Treat him like a world champion, dog, because the moment you start fucking thinking he's that good, he'll become that good.
100%. 100%.
You know, that's part of the game, too, knowing how to have that poker face, because I think it's very important, especially when you're getting tired and or you're hurt. You know, I think that's also something that some people, they don't have. They're like, fuck, I'm tired. And everything just goes out the window, dude. They forget how to do everything. It's a trip.
What was it about you that you like to do the most, Tiger, when you were fighting somebody? Did you like discouraging them with your movements? Did you like talking to them? Did you I remember.
He know.
Oh, because I saw you. I saw you. I remember you were when I was you walk in the gym and spar sometimes at our gym. I remember you perfectly. Now,
I was a shit talker.
Yeah,
I like that. I thought that it would get you out your game.
Yeah,
and I love to counterpunch. So if I would counterpunch and be effective off of it, I'm really shit talking. But to go back to what you were saying about somebody that shouldn't have been in the ring with me, it brought me back to a memory. There was I used to train sometimes up there in Campo.
Yeah.
With Terry Norris and them.
Old school shit.
So, I just want to fight. And I went up there, and I was just kicking it. And there was this dude that I never seen at the camp, and he was sparring, but to me he was like whack, right? I was like, so I asked him, I said, "Who the fuck is this?" No, I'm dead ass. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And they was like, "We call him the hypnotist." And I was like, "What?" Right? And so this motherfucker is just like, he's just swinging his left arm, bang, and he would just had this real quick jab off of it. But it wasn't impressing me. You know what I'm saying? This fucking clown, right? So I was like, yeah, man. I'm going to come back Wednesday because, it's Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. I'll come back Wednesday. I'm going to spar this motherfucker. So I'm actually still in shape because I just had a fight.
Yeah.
I get in there Wednesday, and sure enough, this motherfucker is. And I'm looking, and bink, right? He's like popping my head back. And I'm like, holy shit, I couldn't get the timing to like counter it with my right hand. I was fucking pissed. But
you got hypnotized.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got out and I said, I see why the fuck they call him the hypnotist. You know what I mean? But he sucked. Like, this motherfucker never did anything. Like,
just a quick jab, that's it, huh?
Yeah, but it fucking was enough to piss me off. So yeah, that brought that to me. I was like, yeah.
See, we all have a story like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's always that one guy, dog.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Well, yeah.
I was like, where's this shit going? Because, it could be, I don't know, it could be like a real good experience or like a fucked up experience.
Yeah, it was a messed up experience.
That's so funny. But yeah, that TCL shit, man, that's
so
hey, big ups to Daniel though. That's
Daniel
cool.
Morales, he's doing great, man.
Yeah.
How much do you make on that shit?
I think, well, from what I understand is that you start off at like a baseline, and the more rounds you win, the more you get.
You can end up making good money. I have to go through my emails because I got an email from them. But like, for example, one of the people that we know that fights on there, they're getting like $2,500 for one round.
Yeah.
And that person got offered a fight with a female fighter on Matchroom for $1,000 for 6 rounds.
Yeah.
4 to 6 rounds, 4 rounds.
Yeah, 4.
4 rounds, and it's like $1,000 for 4 rounds with the A-side fighter, which you might not get a decision in 4 rounds,
right?
Or $2,500 for 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it works perfect. But I'm not putting my 40-0 guy on there, or my 25-0 guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The problem with boxing I see right now is that there's so many channels to make bigger money in boxing. Like there's another league, I don't even know the name of it, but they're hitting me up for my fighters where you even get bonuses for a first round.
Yeah, overtime.
You heard of it?
Yeah, overtime.
It's fucking crazy. And these guys are making better money than, regular promoters are putting on.
Yeah, if you knock somebody out in the first or last round, you get a $5,000 bonus.
Right.
That's right.
If you knock them out in between, it's $2,000 bonus.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a big purse for the fight. Not big, but decent purse.
Decent, yeah.
Right.
And then
Exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And
but the fight's a draw, they get one more round.
Right.
Oh, what?
Right.
That's
What's the name
kinda
of it?
cool.
Yeah, overtime.
You know what I'm
boxing.
yeah. So there's, and then,
I got offered a fight. I got offered a
Me
fight,
too.
a 16-0 guy. And I said, yes. My guy's 6-0.
Oh, shit.
And we watched the film.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to badmouth the kid because we might see him later on.
Yeah.
And then we send them the box rec of our guy. And they're like, your guy only has 6 fights. Why you want to fight this guy 16-0? Because we could beat him. Now we're good. They didn't want to fight our guy with 6 fights.
It's like, it's suspicious.
It's
I
too
don't know
serious.
about
Like,
that.
why is he taking it for, what if we're hungry, dog? We want to eat,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, overtime boxing. Yeah, but he's saying there's a lot of channels now. But overtime, at the end of the day, you're still going to be fighting in boxing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That'll go on your box rec.
But now every fucking influencer's fighting now on the shows now that all about influencers now.
Yeah. I've heard of that. I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
My boy was telling me Sandoval about they all streamers and all that stuff. Yeah,
I was
right.
we was just in that because of him. Maybe we did Oblivion's Corner. That was huge.
well, that's the kid that's popular as hell, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, quick shout out to fucking I love this fucking kid, Diego Luna.
Oh yeah, he did his thing.
He
this
fought a
weekend.
guy with a lot of experience, pulled out the decision. Well, he won it unanimously. He didn't pull it out. He won unanimously.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shout out to
That's
fucking
right.
Edgar
Hell yeah.
Tiger
You tell you.
Hell yeah.
and Zorrito.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his
the whole
thing,
family.
man.
They're good people. All of them are good people.
He did his thing.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Who else fought on that card? From local. Rocky. He won too, huh?
Yeah, he did good.
That's good. That's good.
I think there was I don't know if there's any.
The rest were not from here, huh?
Nah, well, just that kid that Damian was sparring, but he's not from here, but he trains here. Beck, right? He fought.
Oh, he fought. Did he fight the Russian kid? I didn't see him on any pictures or nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember him fighting. Maybe
he was supposed to.
168 pounder.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think
his fight probably.
A couple of fights got knocked off.
For real? That was probably one of them.
Yeah.
Next subject.
But yeah, speaking of influencer fucking boxing, Paul versus Chavez Jr.
So I said I wouldn't talk about Jake Paul much because I'm a fucking hater. But I'm not a hater. I just don't like people that make money off the sport when there's a shitload of fighters making $2,000-$3,000, you know, and fucking. I hate, like when we brought up Gerald McCullum.
Yeah. I
said I would love Jake Paul if he would just throw back $300,000 to Gerald.
Yeah.
People like that have put their life on the line for the sport, and I don't know if they're reaping benefits anymore, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of money out there. So but now he's taking on a real fighter.
Yeah.
A fighter who's had his issues, but he's still a real fighter.
Yeah.
If I tell Tiger, get up off the couch and fuck up this guy with 8 amateur fights, I guarantee you Tiger will fuck him up. So I expect, and I give him fucking 6 weeks to get ready.
Yeah.
Put down that fucking herbal essence and let's go, dog. I'll be in his corner.
Yo, I'm not even putting it down.
Hey.
I'm not even putting down. I'm fucking smoking all the way through.
And gonna still whoop
all
that
the way.
Remind me to say a story of Tiger. I'm going to share the story at the end, okay?
Okay.
Because I was going to say, I'll gladly corner Tiger if he fought.
Yeah.
But
hell yeah.
Yeah, hell
That'd
yeah.
be dope.
But Maggie, what? I'm going to share the story now. I got to share it now,
All
dog.
right.
I gotta know.
Yeah, I want to know what he's going to say. You want to be some shit.
Years ago, Maggie, we're at the gym in Undisputed, right?
Yeah.
And we're all at the same gym,
all right.
and Tiger. And then I told Tiger came to spar,
yeah.
and he brought his son, and we were all sparring. And then here comes Chris Burt, and he has this fighter.
Yeah.
And I didn't have nobody to spar him. And then I told Chris Burt, I said, I'll spar him.
Yeah.
I don't have my guys here right now that are 168, but I'll spar him. He's like, okay. And that white boy looks at me. He goes, are you going to give me any help? Yeah, I got you, fool. So I told Tiger to corner me.
Yeah.
Do you remember? That white boy was undefeated. He was like 8-0. He was doing commercials for Subway.
Oh,
I can't remember his name right now. He fought at a Notre Dame, and he was undefeated. And he was supposed to go 6 rounds with me. I took him out in 2 rounds. Dang. But Tiger was talking shit the whole time in the corner. He amped me up, dog, because I was always silent when my coaches were quiet.
Yeah. When
Tiger was talking, he was like, he never sparred no guy like this. And I was fucking digging to the body. You remember?
I haven't got my Spanish on.
I can't remember that.
I was talking shit.
Eso.
I remember that.
I got amped up, dog. I got amped up. I was like, hell yeah. He cornered me. And he got out of 2 rounds. I can't remember his name right now, bro.
I know exactly. I'm looking right at his face in my mind.
Yeah, he was he was going to be undefeated. He was like undefeated for a while, and he was going to get. He did a fucking. I'm gonna fight. Yeah, and he cornered me, dog. Chris Burt was like, "What the fuck?" Chris Burt had fought like he's the one that beat Lomachenko. No, he beat Klitschko. No,
Klitschko. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Klitschko. So he brought them. He had the 2 brothers. That one of them that fought Benavides. Oh my God, they were Olympic trials, man. They were with Andre Ward. Mm-hmm. Coach Bashir was talking about them.
Yeah. I don't remember their name.
But anyways, yeah, that day was funny.
That's hilarious, dude.
And that guy was like 8-0. I was off the couch. I hadn't fucking fought in years.
Yeah.
And I just said, yeah, I'll help him. And he looked at me like, you really gonna help me?
Yeah.
The dude's like 6 foot, 6'1".
Oh, shit.
Because a little 5'6" Mexican, you know, like I'll show you what's up, dog.
See, that's why I don't believe that whole fucking ring rust and I haven't sparred in 2 weeks. It's like, dude, you're fine. It's okay. You can be all right.
So if it's true, Chavez should beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He should beat him.
Yeah.
Tommy Fury did.
Yeah.
I got a bet.
Who would you bet?
I bet on Chavez.
Yeah.
Same reason.
Come on, dog. It's a real fighter.
And I'm listening to his dad. His dad says that he looks good.
Yeah.
I don't think
his dad don't bullshit.
Right.
His dad
wouldn't be having his back like this.
If he does not win, I believe this shit is all rigged. There's just no way.
There's no way he cannot lose to him.
I think Chavez beats Tommy Fury.
Yeah. Tommy, Chavez beat fucking Lee. He beat fucking Sergio Martinez. He's beat a lot of big names, you know? If this guy could beat him, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Honestly, had he let his hands go when he fought Canelo, I think he would have had a way better chance, you know? It's just he didn't let his hands go.
But he wants to redeem himself with his father.
Yeah.
This is the way to do it.
Yeah.
This is the way to do it. And
that's crazy you say that.
Yeah.
Because I told people this will be the first time he probably will look like his dad.
Should have.
Yeah.
That'd be good for the family. There's a little like what do you call it? A series about them on Hulu.
Right.
It's in Spanish though. It's Los Chavez. And you can see how broken they are without Chavez Jr. involved. And Chavez Jr. went and got help. He got out from the help already. And he wanted to fight again. And if he's going to make a comeback, why not come back with somebody like that?
Yeah.
Why would he take on Zurdo Ramirez or, you know?
Right.
You know?
Man, and I really hope he does. It seems like he's seriously trying to turn a new leaf. So big ups to him. And I really hope that he wins and fuck whatever he wants to do after that, you know? Or just right off into the sunset. I'm sure he's going to make some decent money off of this shit, you know?
He will.
So I got Chavez.
Should pull it off. Yeah. When is that fight?
I think it's in July. Sometime in July. But after that. Huh?
I'm still thinking of that white boy's name. I can't remember.
What happened to him? He disappeared? Ran?
He fought and he lost. He lost a big fight to somebody.
And that was
they were taking care of him, dog. He was like the next great white hope.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He would come out on Subway commercials, dog, with 8-0.
I mean, when you said that, I'm like, damn, that's pretty crazy.
I'm going to look him up on YouTube. Boxer. I'm going to get that name down.
I'm like,
next subject, dog.
That's pretty crazy because Subway is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
But then again, they had a pedophile on this or whatever.
Give you that foot long, huh?
God damn, I saw that documentary. That's terrible, man. Canelo ain't fighting nowhere but Vegas. He does not want to fight in fucking Saudi, and I don't blame him, man.
Mike Lee. His name was Mike Lee.
Let me see him.
I'll show you right now. We're going to go right back to that, Maggie. Right now, I heard you.
I didn't say nothing.
Boxer.
Mike Lee.
Yeah.
That's the guy's part. Let me see. Let me go to his box rec. He is 6 foot. He was 21 and 1.
Oh shit! So he lost that one.
He lost to me, dog. But I didn't go on box rec, dog.
Facts.
Mike Lee.
Wow, I thought he was gonna have a way different record. I thought I was gonna say
he lost to Caleb Plant by TKO.
When?
A while ago, 2019.
Oh wow, he retired a long time ago.
He beat the guy that CC knocked out.
So that was his last fight.
Yeah.
His only loss.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why I thought like you were saying that. I don't know. I assumed he went like 8-1 or something.
No, he went. He moved up. He moved up. He moved forward in his career.
Yeah.
But I remember when I sparred him, I was kind of nervous, like 6 foot. Then I had Tiger in my corner, dog. Let's do this shit, dog. Yeah, it's undisputed downtown, dog.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Tiger was just talking shit. I remember Tiger said he never sparred no Mexican, dog. You better get in his ass. And I got on his ass, and I just didn't let him get no breathing. Yep, no space. Yeah, so Canelo, what did you say, Canelo?
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight anywhere but Vegas, and I don't blame him because that shit that happened in Saudi. It's like, dude. I think he's one of those crowd.
He feeds off the crowd.
He feeds off the crowd. He's one of those fighters that he loves to perform in front of people, you know. And it was dead in Saudi when he fought there. It was at a different time, obviously, but he also
on Sunday.
But he wanted to please the fans over here, and that's why the whole time difference, right? Like it was the middle of the night over there, and here it was regular time.
Well, he knows his fans are here.
Yeah.
There's no fans over there.
Right.
You know. And he has worked his whole life to give his career a farewell, like the way he deserves to, you know?
Yeah.
I like how he stands up and him and Crawford too. They both were like, you know, they want to fight here.
Yeah.
It's way different when you're fighting over there and you look around, everybody's dressed the same and there's no energy. Like the only people that were cheering were people that traveled from other places because.
Right. So I don't know if they have a venue yet. I don't, cause
crazy.
Where's that UFC shit going down? Is it in Vegas?
It's in Vegas.
It is. So it has to be at the T-Mobile or the Sphere. So I think that from what I understand, they wanted to do it at the Allegiant. That's huge. That's a huge venue. But
Well,
I
the
think
date changed, right?
Yeah.
September 13th. Now they didn't want him to fight on that day because Turkey and Dana are in bed together.
Right.
They're in the same company.
Yeah.
And Dana doesn't want boxing to compete with the UFC. But I thought they were their own fucking entity. Why the fuck are we?
Because that's Canelo.
Exactly, dog.
For one, and for two, this is a huge marquee fight.
But does Dana White realize that Chavez?
We would win that.
No,
Boxing
I know, but don't
win.
they realize that date has been set for Chavez, De La Hoya, Mayweather? That Hispanic day is huge for boxing.
And Cinco de Mayo. Those two dates.
September and May, are huge for them heritage, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know, Dana's trying to compete with us. Dana's trying to sign a lot of Mexican fighters too in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
But
I still don't think that, like we were saying, man, no matter what you do, I think those dates are set in stone in boxing. They're kind of like untouchable. It's kind of dumb for him to even do that. He knows.
yeah.
But yeah, what do you think now about that fight? I know it's far away, but
I don't know, man, because to me, at first I thought it was all Canelo when I saw Crawford's performance with
Madrimov. Yeah.
And now I saw Canelo's performance with Skull.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, damn, I'm Crawford, Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Give me your input.
Canelo is when Crawford fight, he's not going to be anything like Skull.
No.
I see Canelo being more like, who's that dude named Madrimal, opposed to him being like, you know what I'm trying to say? So what I'm saying is he's going to be there to get hit. And if Crawford can take the punch, then we'll have
a good fight.
A great fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, it's going to be hard because everybody, although he hasn't been knocking people out, he's put everybody on their ass. Everybody. Everybody. Even although he's won by decision, go back and look. His last opponents, he's dropped all of them, and they're all bigger than Crawford.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. That's a great point that I hadn't considered before. He has dropped those
everybody.
Big boys. Munguia and Berlanga are huge, man. Those motherfuckers are big. I seen him in person. I was like, damn. I remember I was like, damn, CC fought this guy. This guy's fucking massive.
When CC fought Berlanga?
He did?
Yeah, CC fought Berlanga. Berlanga outweighed, I don't remember the exact weight.
It's like 169. No?
CC weighed 169 or 67. Yeah, he couldn't make 68.
Yeah.
And we had to make him eat before the weigh-ins.
Mm-hmm.
The day of the fight, CC weighed 171.
Mm-hmm.
And Berlanga
was close to 190. And
I believe that.
Yeah, it was
He's
like,
a big boy.
wow. Fuck.
I didn't realize how big he was until we seen him in Vegas, and he walked by us to go to the elevators. I was like, God damn, he's
big,
tall.
Big kid,
he's
big
a big kid.
Yeah, big kid.
Yeah, he really is, man.
Speaking of kids, how's Prince?
Oh, he's doing good. He's we try to get him back, but he's moving slowly.
It's all good. We can't rush perfection, dog. Take your time with that boy.
Yeah,
That
I have to.
Crafty, dog. We got to take our time with him. I'm all adding myself, huh?
Oh yeah,
That's my boy. I love that
They
kid,
be
dog. I
part of
love
the
that
family,
kid.
You know that.
Yeah, I love that kid, and I just want to see him shine and get something out of the sport.
Yeah.
We
How old is he?
30.
Something.
Yeah.
32.
30 something.
30. I would have to do the math. 1991. What is that?
Yeah, he's 2 years younger than I am, so I'll be 36. He's 35. 34. Must be 34.
Okay.
He's Adrian's age? I thought he was way younger than Adrian when they were little.
No, he's 2 years younger.
Yeah, because I remember he used to spar Adrian sometimes. Remember? He used to spar my brother, Alex, and Adrian.
I seen Adrian.
Alex was telling me about how much he loved being with you, man.
He was with me for a couple.
Tiger called me. He goes, "Hey, Joe, your brother dropped by, man." I said, "Oh, man, Tiger, you're family, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
He could train with you, like." And Alex was telling me when he loved the podcast. He's like, "Man, Tiger's energy. I love Tiger. He has a mad love for him."
Yeah.
Alex was my boy too. Word up, man. Word up.
Okay, Alex.
Those were back in the day, man. That's when you had your camp. I remember coming to one of the fights. It might as well have been your fight card. Like all of your guys was fighting. That was crazy.
That was a local show? Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, it was right here in San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah.
We had that shit sold up, dog. But, haters and drama and bullshit, people attacking from within the circle, it happens. But we're there. We're right there again.
Yeah.
I wasn't at that card because of conflict of interest with some of those guys.
Oh, okay.
But we need to be there because we packed the house.
Yes, sir.
We pack the house. We turn people. We bring exciting fights. And I always said if we do a show with Prince, some of the kids that we have, because our network at the gym, we could sell outrageous amount of tickets quick like that, and we can have a good turnout.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have local kids fighting on these cards.
Yeah,
for sure.
You ever think about getting into that, like
like promoting
shows and stuff?
No.
Not
That's
anything.
too much of a hassle.
Is it?
I think.
Yeah.
To be a promoter, no.
I think some people don't understand that role, huh?
It's a lot of pressure, bro, because I did a couple shows, and it's like I helped Campanoa do a show here at Harley, and I helped Bobby D when he was doing shows here locally. Bro, the phone calls you get, hey, man, can we move up the weight? Hey, I don't want to fight that guy no more. Oh, my God, dog. It's like you deal with a lot of shit, and then you have to pay for every year the commission puts new guidelines and new things and requirements, and you get a new director, and it's like, there's a lot.
It's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even more. And then you break even. You don't even make no money. It's like, what the
Right.
fuck,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Luckily, you break even. Sometimes you lose money.
Right. Right.
Most of the time. Mainly when you're new.
Yep.
So, no.
Yeah, it's only, I think people, they don't grasp that. They're just like, oh, this guy's just trying to fucking make money off of me. Oh, man. But this weekend, looks like it's Plant against last name Resendiz.
I don't know much about that guy, dog.
Neither do I. I just know he's 15-2, and his notable win was against Jarrett Hurd a couple years ago. So, it seemed like I think it says on BoxRec it was a TKO due to like a split lip. They stopped the fight in the 10th. It was like 10 rounds. So I don't know. I didn't get a chance to watch the fight back, but it seems like it's kind of a tune-up for Plant. I'm gonna safely assume.
But he's some sort of threat.
But he's some sort of threat. Yeah,
Hurd is a.
Yeah, I remember.
Legit.
Yeah. I remember. I think he fought recently too, Jarrett Hurd. But yeah,
I gotta lean with Caleb on this one.
I'm gonna say the same. And then I think for me, I think they're just because they got him and Charlo on the same card,
They trying to.
Yeah, I am very interested in seeing that Charlo against Plant, and
Plant is giving us some exciting fights, win or lose. Win or
Gotta
lose
give it
is
to
giving
him,
us some
man.
good fights.
Absolutely. He I rewatched that fight against Canelo, and this I was like, man, he put up a good fight.
Yeah,
until
but
he
it's
got
hard.
clipped.
It's hard to carry that tempo for the
Yeah.
whole. You gotta be perfect the whole fight.
Yep.
Canelo just needs one little opportunity.
Same thing with Benavidez. He had a good, successful first 6 rounds, and then after that, just like kind of trail behind.
The only part that bothers me about Caleb is after he loses, how he gets all emotional. Like, you think I still got it, dog? You're asking the guy that beat you, fool. He didn't train you. He don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand that part.
Yeah.
It's like when we spar other people,
Yeah.
and my guys tell the other guys, "Oh, that's good shit, man. That's good." Shut the fuck up, dog.
Right.
Just spar him and that's it. Fuck. Tell him how good he is, dog. Like, it becomes a habit and shit. You start admiring the other fighters instead of doing your thing.
Oh
Exactly.
my God.
Yeah.
You gotta have some sort of ego.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I think that it's necessary, especially in any sport, but I think especially in a sport like this.
I had a kid named Chris Laws. He used to play football, collegiate, all the way to collegiate. He was a good player. And he started boxing, and he'd always tell people, "Good shit, man." In between the rounds, oh, they hit him, good shit, and I'd be like, "Chris, shut the fuck up, dog." And he'd be like, "Coach, why you get mad for that? I'm giving him compliments." I said, "This ain't tackle football, motherfucker. This ain't the motherfucking play. This is your life, dog.
Yeah.
Like, don't give a motherfucker." And he finally gets it now that he's not boxing, but they don't get it at that moment. They think I'm being a dick.
Yeah. No, and not at all. It's any other person would take advantage of that, if they have a little bit of experience, they're just like, oh man, this fool.
I got this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tell me how good I am.
Shit, good.
Then you get Tiger coming downhill talking shit to you. You're done. Let's get that trivia, dog.
Trivia.
Yeah.
You guys ready for some trivia?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What is the longest boxing match recorded?
Fuck. I would take a rough guess and say about 144 rounds, somewhere in England.
It was against, actually.
Let Tiger get a pick.
Well, that's a broad question.
Is it?
What is the longest fight?
Recorded boxing match ever.
How long, or who was the participant?
No. Just how long? How long do you think it was?
Oh, hours wise?
Let's say I have here both rounds and time.
Over 100+ rounds.
Yes.
Over approximately 16 to 18 hours.
Okay.
Hold on, let me figure out my math. Hold on.
Because they used to do some wild shit.
They used to do some wild shit, man.
They probably chill and drink some fucking beer and then come back and fight.
5 hours
we
and
don't
60
know.
minutes.
5 hours?
And 60 minutes. You want to guess? So it actually wasn't in England. I thought it was. It was actually here in the States.
What?
Yeah.
19 before the Depression.
This was back in 1893.
Yeah, before the turn of the century.
Yep, it was against Andy Bowen and Jack Burke, New Orleans.
Jack Burke was famous, no?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Nolans?
No, it was Jeffrey Burns.
Oh, that's right.
110 rounds, 7 hours and 19 minutes. And guess what the result was?
A draw.
Yeah.
Imagine watching that shit all day.
Stop that shit.
Yeah,
It was like, man, we sick of watching this shit.
They said they both were too tired. They're like, fuck it. There's no contest.
I can't believe that.
How do you think they had cotton gloves back then?
Yeah.
They had to have broken eye sockets and shit like that, fractured skulls.
7 hours is crazy. I want to know the details. I didn't go super deep into it. I want to know the details. Like, were they taking breaks? Were they?
Motherfuckers don't even spar. They don't even want to spar 7 rounds now, dog.
Exactly. I don't think they were going 3-minute rounds either. I
don't think so.
I think there were stipulations. If things happened, the round was over. You got to look back at those rules. I think one of those rules were like, if you went down to the ground or anything for any reason, the round was over.
I think that's why they invented the 3 knockdown rule, because motherfuckers would get knocked down 7 times per round back then.
Oh yeah, back then, yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
They would end up way completely different. Like their faces were way different from start to finish in their career.
And that's when the clinch started, because they would clinch a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's where it started, because they were tired of getting hit, which I don't blame them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, second last question. That's it. It's 1970. Who is the heavyweight world champion?
70?
1970. 70.
Joe Frazier. No. Yeah.
Don't change it. You're right. Joe Frazier.
Who was a light heavyweight champion?
I don't know. I just put heavyweight.
Bob Foster.
Bob Foster. Yeah, Bob Foster.
Bob Foster, one of the meanest motherfuckers.
Was he the light heavyweight champion in the 70s, though?
I think so.
Well, in the 70s, but did he lose it or win it by then?
Damn,
you got Buchanan. Dog. You got a few. Who beat Bob Foster? Well, Ali whooped him.
Yeah, Ali whooped everybody, dog.
That's right.
1970 and 1973, Joe Frazier.
What's your next one?
That's it.
That's it. She only had 2, dog.
Yeah, I only had 2.
I got one.
What's
Give
up?
it to me.
What was the last? Who were the last participants in the 15-round fight?
Ooh, I know this one, dog.
Joe's gonna know it, not me.
Fuck. I want to say Boom Boom Mancini. No, he killed the guy. Man, I know this, dog.
Sugar.
Okay, can I ask you a hint? Mm-hmm. Was it a Hispanic fighter involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I helped that Hispanic fighter for that fight.
Oh,
that's not.
And I was
it's personal.
So it had to be a smaller weight. Pintor.
Nope.
I want to know this, dog. Fuck.
Google it. So when I tell him, you'll see that I'm correct.
Oh, magic.
Oh, shit.
Last 15-round fight.
Bobby Chacon?
Nope.
Can I get boxers for $500? Let me see. Damn, Alex Trebek is putting pressure on me, dog. Was he Mexican American?
Wait.
No, Mexican.
Zarate. Pintor. Eric Morales. Who is it, Maggie? Fuck.
Jorge Matamero Paez.
That's right. Do you sparred him?
Yes, of course. For a few of his fights against Calvin Grove.
Yeah. He said that too. He said that
There's
in the
all
interview.
kinds of different shit up in here, man.
No, but it was.
Throw that away because my answer is right.
Yeah,
You know what
Tiger
I'm saying?
Tiger saying this. Tiger. What was it like sparring
It's my
Pies?
trivia.
Hey, Pies was special.
He was the
dog.
shit, man.
Yeah. Now when I was younger, I thought he was a clown. Like I knew he.
Well, he was.
Yeah, he was. But what I mean, a clown in the ring. I didn't think he was that good. Then I watched his videos now.
That motherfucker was bad.
He got. I was there when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle got inducted that day, and I was there, and I just seeing him talk. But he's like found himself again because he got really religious for a while, and now he's back to himself again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pies. Okay, I have a.
You got one?
No, it's not a trivia. It's not a trivia question.
Okay.
Who's one of the worst knockouts you ever seen? Mine was Simon Brown when he got knocked out by Vincent Padaway. Remember that fight?
Yes,
I seen Vincent Padaway say that he didn't hit hard, but he said you can develop the skill to hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching him hit the bags, how he would turn his hip into the shot. Because I like watching guys that don't hit hard develop that.
Yeah.
Because some motherfuckers have it God-given. You sparred guys that like, Jesus Christ, where the fuck did that power come from?
Oh, yeah.
That guy worked at it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he knocked out Simon Brown, and Simon Brown was a fucking warrior. I was like, damn. Like, to this day, I haven't seen a guy keeps fighting these out.
Yeah, that was a bad one. In my opinion, the worst that I've ever saw personally on TV was Ray Mercer.
Oh, I already know
against Tommy Morrison.
That was bad.
I thought that was horrible, but
he punched the AIDS into that motherfucker. No?
Yeah, he did. He fucked him up. I mean, and the referee
I was like, where's
was
the
watching that shit like he was a fan.
He thought he was gonna come.
I was like, what if I would have sued that motherfucker after the tape? I would have. Oh man.
I was telling Maggie, okay, that guy was being a fan. Okay, when Tyson Fury got dropped by Deontay Wilder,
right?
I would say it wrong, dog.
Deontay.
His eyes were closed, dog. He kept counting. Why the fuck did he keep counting? That would have been anybody else that would have waved it off.
Yeah, no.
And then all of a sudden he just
The
fucking
Undertaker
wakes
came
up.
up.
Undertaker, he just. I don't know. That was crazy.
I watched that a lot, and I'm like, what the? He kept counting.
Because his eyes were closed. They were.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
Most referees be like, that's it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Sip with that.
thanks for coming, dog.
Always,
we appreciate
baby.
you so much.
You got anything coming up? Nothing going on?
No, everything is kind of on the. No. We're going to Rosarito.
Who's
Is that
fighting?
how you say it? Josh. Josh is going to be
Hell
fighting.
yeah.
So
When is he fighting?
Late July.
He might be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be there because I got my kid back, Brian Figueroa. He might fight in July. She's wearing the Figueroa shirt right now.
Kid.
Oh,
Figueroa.
okay.
Yeah.
He's 18-1
June or
now.
July?
So July, we pushed it back. I was
July.
gonna tell you
Is
that's
it
my
going
fault.
to be in Rosarito?
Yeah.
Oh, Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So we
Oh,
can't
hell
wait.
yeah. We'll be
Yeah,
If
so
Josh-
we'll
Down
be
there?
there. We'll be down there together then.
eating seafood.
He don't
Hell
eat,
yeah.
You eat seafood?
Yeah, lobster.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that what's kind of famous?
Yeah. That's what it's known for.
Crustacean.
All right, man. Well, on that note, thanks for coming. Thanks to your
yeah.
boy for bringing you. Shout out to my boy.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate
Glad to have
you
you back
guys.
again,
All right.
man.
Oh, wait. We didn't even tell people to like this shit,
Oh
dog.
yeah, like and
Comment,
subscribe and fucking.
Subscribe. Fucking put a
Hey,
question
Tiger,
on there.
I think Tiger's one of our most viewed.
Tiger is the man. That's why I had him
Tiger
back.
is
He
the
thought I was gonna talk shit to him about
Yeah,
the
because
picks.
we were wrong on all the not all of them, but the main one, Rolly.
That one caught us.
I
It
was
caught
like,
everybody off
When
guard.
he hit me up, he was like, "Yo, do you mind coming back?" I was like, "Fuck." I said, "I know why."
I picked it too. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.